Rich here on my very first podcast called The Rich Mix, and I have a special guest with me. Jazz, welcome. Welcome to The
Hello.
Rich Mix. Thanks for coming on board on our first episode 1. So I'm really excited for you to be with me. Um, we want to look. It is a strange way of communication, and I know it's very popular right now. Everyone's doing podcasts, and I thought, you know what, let's give it a whirl. So this way, all of our people that we work with can relate to what we do and how we roll. Yeah, I'm really excited about this podcast. So first of all, myself, I've been involved in the education space now for over probably 25 years in different facets, and now with EZE Training, and I'm really proud to say that EZE Training will be it's been 30 years next year, our anniversary. So I'm really excited about that. So, and and Jazz, you've been with me for 15 years. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
I know, a long, long, crazy time, and it's been a lot of a crazy journey with a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of ups and fun times and exciting times. So,
I was 17 when I first
I know,
started for EZE Training.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I was probably 20 kilos lighter as well, and had some hair, and had some hair as well.
Those grey
Now the
hairs.
hair on top of my head is now on the front of my head. So yeah, things have evolved. So, and tell me a little about yourself. How have you evolved professionally and personally during this time with EZE Training? Tell me.
Yeah, well, like I said, I was 17 when I started, and I was just doing a bit of admin, and yeah, I just evolved by I did my course, and then I got my qualification, my TAE. I think it was 2015 when I actually started training, and I was running one of the stores, and just through that, bit by bit, meeting new people, sort of growing myself. I even started tattooing, and it's just kept progressing further and further. And EZE Training's been a guide the whole way through.
And I think you've learned a lot of new skills. So from starting as like an admin dealing with customer service, and then going to the next level, doing the course, and then actually piercing people as a piercer, because that's the course you did. You did a course as a body.
Yeah, I did the specialist body piercing course. Yeah.
And at that time, what made you want to do that course? Why that course?
Well, because I was working for EZE Training purely just doing admin originally, and I'd watched a few of the courses be performed, and talking to the students, and it really inspired me. And at the time, it was like, well, do you want to? We're going to run a store, like you can pierce in the store, and that was super exciting. Like at that age, that's all you want. So yeah, and the course was so much fun. And at first, I thought I'd be really squeamish, but no, I love it.
And back then, I think you were very alternative. You wanted to get
Yes.
into something, a little
Oh,
bit
exactly.
left field in a way.
I was a little emo kid.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I had so many piercings back then too. I don't have many
Yeah,
left.
I know. And yeah,
Yeah.
and I think so that journey, so starting as a admin, then working as a piercer, and then be able to give advice to people coming into store because you're actually piercing as well.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we actually opened up another store at that stage. Did we open one in Sydney? I think as well, like
Yeah, you had the one in Sydney. We had and Melbourne.
and in Melbourne, and then we've gone through a few different locations because
Yeah, we've moved around Melbourne a fair bit.
so EZE Training first started in the humble beginnings back in Greensboro, and proud to say that we did at that time in the outer burbs, and then we moved to Collingwood.
Yeah, that was a cool studio. Yeah. Yeah.
Change, yeah,
It was
on
good fun there.
Alexander Parade there, Collingwood, with all the cool. Yeah, so yeah, we've gone
It
through.
has
It
been.
was a really good journey moving into there. It was like a good step up,
Yeah.
and from there we moved to
The hood.
Preston. Yeah, so it's been really cool. It's been awesome. So and then at Preston
Yeah.
we started tattooing there at the shop. So we created not just a retail outlet. The back end of the shop was our admin at the time, and yeah, that's when you
Yeah.
started your journey as a tattoo artist, and you still have that passion now, and you're still doing
Yeah.
tattooing as a guest here and
Oh,
there.
now that I've got a family, the tattooing has died down a little bit until further notice. But yeah, that's a major passion of mine as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, no, awesome. And I think, yeah, I think tattooing and piercing, it's all in that same genre, same world.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the cosmetic that we're holding as well. Like that's something that I'm looking to move further into myself as well. It's yeah, all that sort of body modification stuff. Love it. Always been a passion.
Yeah, and going back to that, because when we going back now again back to Greensboro, that's all that we
Yeah.
were doing was body piercing courses,
Yeah, that's how we started, just the body piercing.
and we had such a range of clients traveling from all around Australia at that time, and now we have, my God, to date now we have so many different qualifications, like
Oh, just the way that it's grown in so many different aspects.
yeah, from a unit now all the way to diploma level in cosmetic
Yeah.
tattoo.
Oh,
Uh,
everything about it, staffs, the amount of enrollments, just how efficient things are. Things are so much. I mean, it just used to be us,
yeah, I
and
know,
now
it's
we've got a whole
crazy
team.
juggling
Yeah.
everything. I know. Yeah, it's amazing, and yeah, and yeah. So in that, through that time, obviously you've evolved not just professionally to what you've learned a lot in that
Yeah.
period of time, and so you're a lot more. What can I say? Yeah, I think it's more well rounded now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I've got a much more skill level. Just just a better human in general. But like without you and without EZE Training, I mean, I wouldn't be in this industry. I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm passionate about and that I love.
Yeah.
Like the
No,
support of EZE Training and you as a whole, like the whole experience, um, the connections in the industry, it's helped us sort of move forward and be a bigger part of the industry, which
yeah,
is awesome
no, that's awesome.
as
And I
well.
think, yeah, looking at a lot of the people that had come and go, and not just our, we obviously look at that body piercing course because that was originally our main foundation course, which we're well known for, and
Yeah.
we're probably onto our fourth accredited course version now of that particular course,
Yeah.
and a lot more. And I think the course is so refined. It covers so many different aspects, and what I love about it, it's actually changed so many people's lives. Like
Oh,
we've had,
definitely. The amount of students over the years that I've watched go from, you know, just want to learn how to pierce because it's cool, and now they're running businesses. They're, going overseas. They're doing big
yeah,
things, and it's just really cool to see that we started that for them.
yeah,
I
no,
love it.
and I looked at like Jack that came on board that we trained
Yeah,
just recently, and when he said he did that course, and from there he's now got a family, and this course has helped him start his own business, have his own kids, and eventually get a house, and and he's just
yeah.
literally living
And I
the dream.
remember him back in the day. He did
Yeah,
his first training, and yeah, I was part of it. And yeah, when you said he was coming back, I was so happy to hear because yeah, the success stories,
yeah,
the way that they managed to get their life together after something that we've helped them with
yeah,
is awesome.
and the journey hasn't been like, what can I say? It's not for everyone. People do this particular
Yeah,
course, and they go, "It's not for me." And but
yeah.
there's so many people I know, and a lot of them are friends with me on Facebook, and probably yours as well.
Oh, I've got heaps. I love it.
Seeing their journey, because and that's when I see them start having kids, and
Yeah,
and then some of them are even now grandparents. It's awesome. And talking about kids, since that time, since you started, you've
yeah,
got now 3 kids.
yeah. I know. How
Unbelievable.
much has changed in
I
these
know. You've got
years?
your own
You
house,
too.
three kids, and it's just a chaotic life. Yeah. And even since then, even me, I've got two little crazy freakazoids as well, and it keeps us busy and keeps us well grounded.
It keeps us
Uh,
young. I'd like to hope.
I feel like I'm getting up with it. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, looking at other, so yeah, so that it has changed us professionally and personally, and this easy training it's been a lifestyle choice for us because we're actually both
Yeah,
doing stuff that we really enjoy and love, and we love meeting people,
yeah,
and a big part of easy training is bloody compliance.
yeah.
That's the big chunk. And running an RTO is very challenging as well.
It's all about crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making sure everything's where it needs to be. That was one aspect of this whole industry that I didn't realize. That other side, like it's all good and well to get excited about being a body piercer or being a tattooist, or whatever it is that you're doing in the skin penetration industry. But then it's what comes with that people don't realize, the infection control, the health regulations.
Yeah.
And for us, it's regulating training to make sure things are up to date and up to standard, and there's just so much more to it than I think people realize.
Yeah, yeah. And
um
how it's evolved so much, and even your
yeah.
role has evolved. So, what's your role now? I know, but tell everyone else what you're doing now. What's your role?
Well, I'm the general training manager, so I manage
Yeah,
all the training. I keep our trainers in line and make sure that everything's up to date. And I'm do part of the compliance, so I'm making sure that all our courses are up to standard, and we're giving everyone the best quality information, to make sure that they're all rounded, before they start off on their
yeah,
new journey, doing whatever it is that they're doing through us.
yeah. No, awesome.
Yeah, so, and I love my job. I get to talk to awesome students. We have awesome staff that are just fun and silly and memes. It's just
Yeah,
all good.
I know.
So yeah, I love it, and the networking. It's all, yeah, it's all good fun.
And then, yeah, talking about networking, what has been some of your highlights in your career working with EZE Training?
I love the conventions. Like, I
Yeah,
love going to the conventions and promoting what we do and meeting these new people, and then showing them, what they could become. Like, because I think a lot of people, when they've got a passion, that they're really into, they're too scared to take that leap. And I think that, we can show that there are success stories. There are, you can run your own business and do those things that you want to do. And things like conventions, we get to network with them, we get to talk about it, we get to show them. And they're always fun. They're always lots
yeah,
of fun. So
yeah.
I think that's always been one of my highlights,
I
getting
know.
out and doing fun
Meeting,
things.
when we talk about like this industry, especially anyone that does like a body piece, and we're not talking about everyone that's alternative does a body piercing course. It's
No,
a really
it's not always that way.
awesome skill to add if you're currently a beauty therapist or working in industry. It's a really good add-on skill that can complement what you're
Yeah.
currently
It's an
doing.
amazingly high profit side hustle to any business.
100%. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the perfect thing. I think it's an awesome side hustle because not only the costing of buying products, the turnaround and the margins are like
Yeah.
awesome compared to just say the beauty industry. They buy like skincare products. There's only 100%
Yeah,
margin,
it's a big difference.
where piercing jewelry is like 1,000% margin. To 2,000% at times, depending on what they're selling
Yeah.
for. So yeah, no, I think it's a really good profitable industry. And then obviously we look at cosmetic tattooing now as well, how that's like taken off, and
Yeah.
social
It's
media.
massive in the industry now.
Yeah, so we've got an awesome like social media course that we've had on now, because a lot of our courses, I think, when we first started putting them together, were to when we looked at our initial type of learner and going, okay, so what can we do to enhance their skills? And so that's where we came out with all these other different courses like cosmetic tattooing, social media. So if they start their own business, they're going to be well rounded by having all those kind of qualifications.
Exactly. Like I was saying before, having the skill set of body piercing, yes, is a must, but
Yeah,
you need to know how to promote yourself. That's where the
yeah,
social media comes in and stuff like that. Because being someone that, sort of did my own sort of with tattooing,
yeah,
I had no idea how to market myself at one point. And yeah,
yeah,
some of these courses have even helped me realize, how to approach that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's more to it.
yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, now we definitely all round it. Like, we've got
Yeah.
everything you need. Everything you need. We're here, kind of thing, which is great.
Like one big info commercial, really, guys. Not really a
Yeah,
podcast.
one stop shop.
Nothing to sell. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So yeah, no, it's awesome, and I think having that that experience now, and having like we're just not. You've got those key skills, and I think all our staff that work with us have the skills, been working in the industry, so they really know to help learners. We're just not on
Well, yeah, we're not only training people, we actually run our own shops and do our own small businesses on the side as well. So yeah, we know the answers to most of the questions because we've had to experience it ourselves.
yeah, it really adds value to their learning
It does.
experience. So yeah, I'm looking forward. So next year, 30 years. Can you believe it?
I can't
2024
believe
started
it.
at
How
1994.
fast has life gone?
Yeah, I know. It started with Pam, where I even did my course with EZE Training back in the
Yeah.
day, and here we are now. Yeah,
Just how different things are. Like, back
yeah,
then when I first started, everything was paper based.
yeah.
You rang, you never emailed. It was very rare you emailed. You sent
I know.
packages,
I
and
saw that
course
email.
information
I'm
was.
always,
I was at the post office every day. Can't remember the last
I
time I
know.
went to a post office
I know.
now.
Literally, we lived at the post office, and we had to get there. I remember
But it's
you.
brilliant. The online aspect of things not only makes it easier for us to communicate with people, but we can give so much more information, so much more. Yeah, the evolution of the internet and stuff
The
is.
tech. I know. Like now, I look at now we're starting our first podcast because we got to be
I
out.
know.
Everyone's doing podcasts, so we got to do it. It's honestly it's a really good way.
At the start, we used to send newsletters
I
in the
know.
mail,
I know.
and now we're making
How
podcasts.
daggy. I know. And now we're on TikTok and Insta and and
So many
Facebook.
things. So
It's
many.
like we're all over. We're in your face. That's what we're trying to do. Get in your face. So yeah, look,
Let you.
it's been a really good journey of ups and downs. And if we go look at the harder times, obviously when COVID obviously hit, that was really tough for us. Because we used to travel interstate and we couldn't get in. I couldn't get into Melbourne for nearly 6 months.
Made training really, really
Yeah,
difficult.
really hard to get to WA at that time as well. But
I was proud of us and our creativity and trying to
yeah,
still get
we did
everything
right.
across as
That's
best
it.
as
We managed
possible.
to just pivot and adapt to the situation, and that was really cool. And
Yeah,
yeah, I think we did a lot of infection control courses at that time, and even the last 6 months has been tough for a lot of small business that I talk to financially. It's been really tough the last 6 months. But I
yeah,
feel like next year, we always say new year, new you, and
that's it.
yep, I won't be this time enrolling into a gym and no gym membership. I've been burnt so many times. I enroll, I go that first time in January, and that's the end of it.
Then
So
you never go again. Yeah, I'm
no
a
more
culprit
gym
of that.
memberships, and yeah, no, it's. I think I'm really excited for next year and
Me
excited.
too. It's about mindset. I'm grateful for the fact that something like COVID is over and we can now perform things properly. And yeah, it's just about thinking forward and what we can do next to bring better, more positive things.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, like we talked about Jack, has there been any other students or learners that
Oh, I've got
that
multiple. I've got like a big group chat of a whole bunch of them, and I've got some of my individual interstate ones.
yeah,
People that traveled to Melbourne like back in the day, that are now living interstate that are sending me updates on how their businesses are going, and I'm just so proud of all of them. And
yeah,
it's so nice to hear. And it really warms me when they ring and go, I'm about to do this and I just want to confirm I'm doing it right. And it's like, I love that you trust me. And it's really sweet that I have these relationships.
no,
I love
that's.
all of them.
I
They've
remember
all been really good.
Heidi was awesome. I remember Heidi coming
She
on
was
board.
so beautiful.
She
Just such lovely people.
started a little beauty salon, doing very basic beauty stuff, and then did the piercing course. And a year actually later, selling the business for an awesome amount at the time.
Oh, good on her.
Did was just flat chat piercing, and this is in downtown Mudgee. And I find that even Jack, he's from country
Yeah,
New South
small
Wales.
towns.
A lot of our students and learners have come through working in the most secluded places, like all
Yeah.
from right up the top of WA to Tassie to all over the place. So we've been really
Yeah, I've
fortunate.
got rural
Yeah,
rural Victoria. A couple of guys out there. Someone that's in rural Sydney as well,
yeah,
Jody. She's recently retired as well and sold her business, but she was
yeah,
successful. I was watching all her advertising. I was so proud of her. Yeah, they've all done so great,
yeah.
and I'm happy that I've been able to help guide them. It's so fulfilling for me as well. You know what I mean?
I remember. I can't tell you one of
You
the
get it.
highlights. I think for me, I thought it'd be. I was packing death at this time. I remember doing a training session in WA, and because when I first took over EZE Training, I had this like I wanted to take over the world kind of attitude at that time. And I remember we did our first audit because I added all these courses on, and the auditor at the time said, "Where's your training and assessment strategies?" And I'm like, "What is a training and assessment strategy?" I had no idea. I had nothing. I was hoping, and that was like, okay, that was literally the thing that changed me to really get in there and learn a lot about the industry and running an RTO. And so that's where I think that's where I evolved from getting. It was like a kick in the guts of being. I felt.
Yeah, there's a lot more to, accredited courses than just learning that skill. There's so much behind it that people don't realize, that we do to make sure that the quality of their training is at the best standard, possible. But yeah, there was a lot to learn with that kind of stuff. Like I'm still learning.
I know. Well, talking about the paper-based stuff, I remember going to WA, and I did a training session with the PTAA. And I remember talking to the guys, and they thought I was like one of them, and this little skinny guy with bloody glasses, you know. When I remember rocking up to WA, and there was I think about 20 or 30 tattoo artists and old school guys with big beards, and they cover their Harleys. And here I
Yeah,
come along, who are you, mate? Who do you think you are, And
it's
I
Urkel.
remember that was such a nerve-wracking day rocking up there. But yeah, we got through it, and yeah,
We
had a
did.
couple of beers with the guys at the pub after that, and yeah, broke the ice. And we've been going to WA ever since, and
Yeah,
from that connection, we're now working at and training in Midland there with artistic skin art, and those guys were back from. I knew them from back in the day when we first started going, so it's been a
yeah,
long time. I think there's so many awesome connections that we have now, historical connections, which is so cool.
yeah.
And not only are they like colleagues, they're actually really good friends of ours now.
Yeah. It's very connected
Yeah,
and family like, but yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
we have a good lot of emotional connections, which I love
Yeah,
about this job.
yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, no, it's been crazy. So I understand now you're obviously the president of the BPAA as well.
Yeah.
So tell us about the BPAA.
So at the BPAA, we're looking to form like a little hub for our members, in the industry for the body piercing. Basically, so that we've got somewhere that they can all go if they need support, anything to do with legal, coaching, social media. Just basically want to help people succeed. So having a central place that everyone can come to. In the new year, we're growing heaps, hosting new events. For our members, look, if anybody wants to become a member, jump on our website. Just a little side plug here. Free membership at the moment. So much coming in the new year that we're really, really excited about. So yeah, you have to stay tuned.
Yeah, awesome. And what does the BPAA stand for?
The Body Piercing Association
Okay.
Australia.
All right, awesome. Hey. All right, well, thank you. Now,
Yeah, no.
that was a little bit of a side plug. But
Yeah.
all right, so just before we end up finishing up, I just wanted to. I don't know, what have you learned in the time frame from starting with EZE Training, and it might not be, and to now. What are your key lessons in on?
Um, One thing that I've learnt from EZE Training, I guess, is the power of teamwork.
Yeah,
Like when you come together and you ask questions, and rather than it's all about kindness. Like kindness is key. I've noticed that there are so many good people around you, and when people work together and people are kind to each other,
yeah,
great and magical things can happen.
yeah,
So I mean, I always try to put those two things into every aspect of what I do, and yeah, that's definitely something I've learned
yeah.
through working with EZE Training.
Awesome. And
Yeah,
where do you see yourself now in 10 years' time?
in 10 years' time, on a beach. I wish. I just think that we're going to get bigger. Like in the past, 10, 15 years, I've watched this little company turn into this, now we've gone from tiny to like medium size, and I
Yeah,
can see us getting to like extra large. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I can see us just pushing forward, and I want to play a role in helping this business get there. Like it's just been so beautiful to see how much it's progressed, and I know it's just going to get better. And I'll be there.
yeah.
I might go
Awesome.
back to tattooing, learning cosmetic.
Hey,
I
wow,
don't know,
awesome.
see what
Never know.
happens.
Yeah. Oh,
The
fantastic.
future is exciting, and
Yeah,
I think EZE Training is just going to keep getting bigger as it is.
yeah. No, awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I think. I'm really excited because it is our first episode of the Rich Mix, and I'm really happy that you're on the first episode because you are kind of like
You too.
my, as Rachel says, my work wife.
Yeah. Love
And
you, Rach.
yeah, and yeah, no, we've had a very good relation. Not only like with you, with your whole family,
It's literally a family. We are. You're like a brother.
yeah,
That's just how it is.
your brothers were like page boys at my wedding and
I
everything.
know.
Crazy, It's been a very, it's been awesome, and I'm really proud to have you as part of our team, and know you as well, and see you grow as a person. Yeah. So I think that would be it for our first podcast, and I know it's short, but it's exciting, and I really appreciate you being on board with this one. Thanks,
Thanks for
Jazz,
having me.
and
No worries.
a lot more to come. Thanks, guys. Take care and be safe. Bye.